It's yet another experience because I had made it something constant in my annual calendar because, like you said, God used me to construct this road at a time when people believed that it was impossible to get to this community and several other communities like that. And I know that opposition then accused me of building roads that leads to nowhere. And today we see that this road leads to somewhere. And it leads to where the real Nigerians are. You have seen the chiefs, you have seen Catholic priests, you have seen pastors, you've seen women dress and they are dancing, entertainment. You see young people, they are excited. Rural and urban people have converged to make a statement that this is our country. And like I've always said, what our people need is not our sympathy, it's not our tears. They just need us to act, to remember that there can be no Nigeria without the real people who live the what I call the forgotten majority. Because the people we refer to, sometimes they regard as rural people. They're actually the real Nigerians. They are the ones who are honest. They are the ones who don't cheat. There are people in this community, they can swear they never taken one kobo from anybody. If they have earned anything, they have ate any food or drank any water, they earn it. And they are the ones who subsidize the food we eat in the city. Because if they insist on economic price, there will be food riot in the country. So for me, connecting to them and they seeing people from outside Nigeria participating in this event is wonderful.
Okpekpe Road Race, brought the town of Okpekpe, the community of Okpekpe, to the world map. Now, looking at 10 years down the line, would you say you're, satisfied with what the race has been able to do for the community?
I am absolutely satisfied because one of the problems we find with Nigeria, in part of Nigeria or some aspect of Nigeria, is lack of continuity. We start something, everybody will describe it as a laudable venture, something very interesting, wonderful initiative. Then 1 or 2, 3 years down the line, it fades up. And then they will say, once upon a time there used to be. I'm excited that for 10 consecutive years, not only is Okpekpe Race taking place every month of May, but that the organizers keep improving on the organization. I mean, I have no difficulty recollecting my first experience when I ran the 10 kilometer 10 years ago compared to what it is today. I mean, not only are we having more participation, we are witnessing seamless organization that makes it possible for everybody to run. And the other good thing is, you see a lot of young people from nearby university, which God also used me to build. This gives them opportunity, to remind themselves that today is a day for sport. And I'm happy to see many of them participating. And as you approach towards the end, you see people coming from the farm or going to the farm, and you see them hailing and cheering and smiling as if today is Christmas. And that is the whole idea.
Quite laudable. Even academically, I saw a couple of students right here doing their research work by, having first-class information from elite athletes that participated here. Now, talking about the innovations about this event, we saw another innovation by the organizers, the run for Dokpesi. To you, what does that mean, and what is the significance of remembering Dokpesi 1 year after his death?
Dokpesi is synonymous with Afema land. I will say he was perhaps the best ambassador this part of the country produced. When I say ambassador, not in terms of diplomacy, one that put this part of the country on the map. I mean, there are many ways in which Dokpesi led by example. I mean, the issue of private broadcasting, private radio. When he set up Ray Power, many people thought, myself inclusive, why are you putting money in radio? Why are you going to make the money back? This is usually something for government. But he started it, and today there are several other private radios that have cropped up. But he took the first. And then he started AIT, and I also didn't think it was possible. But he did not just set up AIT. As things stand today, AIT remains one of the stations that the poor people can watch if you can't afford cable television. You don't have to pay monthly subscription. So again, it shows that although it's no more, each time you tune on to AIT, you can't forget. The young one may not remember, but we need this kind of annual remembrance, right? For the young world to ask, who is Dokpesi or who was Dokpesi? And they will know the history. And they too will be spared that, look, men and women, all of us, there will be time to be born, there will be time to die. But what we never die are the things we did while we are here. And I think Dokpesi had done everything he could to identify with the rural poor as well as mix freely with the urban middle class and even the upper class. For me, he was a great man, and he supported me even though we were different opposition. And his thesis was simple, but there is time to play partisan politics. But when you see something that is good, if your purpose is politics in development, then identify with it and don't dismiss it. That was no question for you, which was why he gave me huge support. You know, in my second term in 2016, and I won 18 over 18. He was part of that effort, even though he was on a different political party. So our people will miss Dokpesi for a long, long, long time. It's something, you know, I wore the T-shirt on purpose to identify with the vision behind this remembrance. And I'm sure wherever he is, he must be smiling that we, his people, have not forgotten him and will not forget him.
All right, finally from me, what are your aspirations for the Okpekpe road race in the next 5-10 years to come?
Well, I think we should continue to get better because more and more people are becoming cautious. People are beginning to realize that sport is business, as you said. I don't know how much money they are making from this, but once it has now been internalized, look at the young people here. By the time this guy is 90, this race will still be on. He will say, oh, during the 10th anniversary, I was there. I expect it to get better and better, and I expect more people from urban areas to come here. This is better than doing any relay in any marathon in the city. Because in the city, I mean, you will hail all the fumes. Here, you will hail clean air. And you see the real Nigerians. These are not people pretend. So I expect the state government and even the federal government and the federal minister of sport who is interested in sport development, this is where it should be. To connect and to raise the consciousness of people beyond the city, beyond football, beyond basketball. But in rural Nigeria, there is sporting activity going on of international standard. Now it's already gold label. Maybe it will become platinum, who knows?
All right.
Mr. Idris Umansa for the presentation. Ceremonial guests, ceremonial ladies, can we have the medals, please? Special presentation to His Excellency, Comrade Governor, Senator Adams Aliu Oshiomhole. Please, shall we give a round of applause? Thank you. He will present and the other one by one. Congratulations, sir. Watch out for the camera. It's on record that he completed the journey. Now, the senator will present to Abubakar Umar now. You will present to him, sir. You was a presenter earlier on. You'll be a recipient now. Yes. Next on the list, we have the full list now. All right. Oh, hold on, sir.
We're not done yet, comrade. Please, I have the honor of inviting Dr. Abdul Salihu to be presented with a medal. Danjuma Abdul Salihu. As we wait for him to come through,
All right? May I invite first on the list of recipients, a whole lot of them, His Royal Highness Apa Peter Ostigbena, Donweko of Okpekpe Kingdom. Please, shall we give it to the Royal Highness, sir? Please step forward for a special medal, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. We also invite Mr. Benedicta Chairman, Esako West Local Government. Please step forward, please. Mercy Etukudo. Mercy Etukudo. Mercy Etukudo. Please step forward.
So we have His Royal Highness
Chief Solomon Ogba, former President AFN. Solomon Ogba, former President AFN. Reverend Father Callistus. 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 Chief Solomon Ogba, please step forward, sir. Mr. Tonobot Okowa. Tonobot Okowa. Tonobot Okowa, AFN President, sir.